Hello everybody and welcome to today's activation. We are going to be doing a crystalline light body and physical ascension activation. So I'm going to give a bit of context before we jump into this today, just so we can kind of get an idea of what we're doing and why, right? So when we talk about physical ascension and crystalline light body activation, we're talking about decreasing density in the body and raising both frequency, vibration, and dimension in the body. Everything is light. Everything is a projection of light. Light is sort of that primordial essence behind all form. And as that light descends down through the dimensions into lower and lower dimensions, it becomes denser and denser in structure. And that's also this idea of moving from light to dark. The closer we are getting to the lower dimensions, the dimmer it is getting. And just to clarify, this darkness or this dimness isn't a bad thing. Complete and total darkness is the polarity to light and therefore the unity of God's source consciousness. The same way the dark nights of our soul that we experience, or the deepest depths of darkness, always lead us to the highest mountains of light and love. But when we are talking about raising our frequency, raising our dimension of expression, we are talking about bringing more light into the body. By increasing the light that is flowing in through as our body and releasing density and dense structures, we are rising into higher dimensional concepts. And that's where the accomplishments of Yeshua, Jesus, become possible. The more of our physicality and energy that we take on and embody as an extension of God's source, rather than an extension of illusion or delusion or density or false belief, the more those God source aligned powers can come forth once again. Think about rainbow light body ascensions that are talked about in Eastern culture and spirituality. Think about what you may or may not know about ascended masters and how they reached that form. Ascended mastery is an extended practice of mastering your frequency and your vibration, and practicing being intentional and also in control of it. And of course, when I say control, it's not something that we are forcing or pushing. It is something that is just happening through us and as us. Because as we connect more and more to God's source consciousness and our experience as an extension of that, all becomes possible. So in that energy, we do not need to force our energy to rise. It simply rises. And when someone can control their frequency and their dimensional energy, they can rise up into higher dimensions quite easily, but they can also re-solidify their physical body and energy to reappear in the physical world, such as Yeshua rising again after his crucifixion, proving that his light body was immortal. Okay, so now that we have a decent idea about what it is that we're talking about, I'm going to go briefly into how we are applying this. And that is that your body already carries the template for ascension. It is encoded within your divine DNA, but parts of it are dormant due to collective conditioning and density. Your word, your intention, and your breath are key to awakening it. You can work with light codes, light language, solar activations, crystalline frequencies. All of these will help your body to attune to its original divine structure. In physicality, we have more of a carbon-based structure, and as we ascend, our cells begin to shift into more of a crystalline form and frequency. The 2-strand DNA can rise to the 12-strand DNA, and we are essentially detoxifying lower frequencies mentally, physically, emotionally, releasing stored trauma, karmic imprints, outdated programs. And we can also work with this by raising the vibration of our body with high vibrational foods and water. Now, one thing to clarify is that your light body already exists. It's already present. It exists in the higher dimensions, and our goal is to fully integrate it into our physical form so that they are no longer separated by density, by dimension. The more we raise our frequency of our body, the more of our light body we can house within our physical body. And we can do this through various practices, such as activations like this one that we're about to get into, strengthening our connection to Source, breathing in and working with divine light, movement practices like Qigong and yoga and dance that help us release lower vibrations and reformat to a higher vibrational expression. This is your I Am presence, your oversoul physically incarnate, the highest fractals of you, all the way down connected to the lowest fractals, the physical fractals of you. We are going beyond the limitations of time and space. We are going beyond limiting collective beliefs and experiences on this planet, such as our perspective of time and aging. When you have more of your light body physically present, your body begins to regenerate instead of deteriorate. You begin to vibrate beyond the need for linear biological processes, and you're shifting into an eternal light-based form. And we are doing this by declaring sovereignty over our body's timeline, that we are not bound by collective aging programs or any other programs that bind or limit the physical body, or that are designed to prevent physical ascension. We can align with cosmic cycles rather than artificial time constructs that we made up, We also do this by holding the frequency of divine love and unity, becoming love in all moments, transmuting any last remnants of fear or doubt or separation, and anchoring in the frequency of divine perfection. Your body will shift to match your highest consciousness. So the higher you can rise in consciousness, the higher your body and experience and expression of self will also rise. And know that this process also requires a full yes. You have to be committed to this sort of experience. It's not something you can try out or see if it happens. So nothing's ever going to happen that you are not ready for, because internally or subconsciously it would not be a full yes. So this is something that I recommend doing repetitively, because this sort of process is not one and done, it's not done overnight. It takes years and decades, however long it might be, to work through all of that energy that doesn't believe in this sort of experience, in this sort of self-divinity, and shifting that into anchoring the frequency of divine perfection, like I said. And I want to give a few examples of this happening so that you can recognize when it is happening. So a few examples of this energy emerging and coming through is your body becoming lighter, more radiant, and more filled with divine presence. So you may emotionally, mentally, energetically, even physically feel lighter. Feel like a weight has been removed from your shoulders. You can experience moments of near weightlessness or a shift in your perception of gravity. I know this happens for me sometimes when I'm in a very deep meditation. It'll start to feel like my body is floating in space. And that is us perceiving our body rising in frequency. And so you might become less dependent on food or external energy sources like caffeine. If you ever have those days where you are super focused or super inspired by something, you might notice that you could forget to eat lunch. You could have normally had a cup of coffee by now, but you were just so excited by what you were doing that you completely forgot, and you didn't even feel the tiredness that usually makes you want it or need it. That is your body rising in vibration. That divine inspiration is that God source frequency that we are invoking within ourselves. And our intention and our perception is everything, because if I have one of those days where I'm super energized and I realize I forgot to drink, my morning cup of tea, I'm feeling great without it, and then I remember I haven't had it, and all of a sudden I start to feel tired and feel like I need it. And that's all about our perception and our intention, the beliefs that we hold about ourselves. So it really is a process of going beyond all of those limiting beliefs and perceptions and remerging our consciousness with source consciousness. So some other symptoms could be physical senses heightening, inner vision expanding, time could feel more fluid, like if you ever experience time moving very slowly or very quickly and acting sort of odd compared to how you normally experience it. These are all signs of your reality shifting to match the frequency that you are holding in that moment. Alrighty, so that's enough TED's talking for today. Let's jump into this activation. Please get into a comfortable position if you're not already. Close your eyes and begin by taking a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing your inhales to bring you deeper into presence and your exhales to help you relax into it. And on your next exhale, imagine that you are releasing roots out of your body into the earth beneath you. Feel them grow deeper through layers of soil and crystal and rock. Anchoring in at the light core of Mother Earth and repeating after me out loud or in your head. I release any and all energies that do not serve my highest good out of my body, out of my field, down my roots now. And feel all of that energy dissolving, peeling, falling away from you, down your roots, washing away, being transmuted by the light of Mother Earth. And now reversing the energy flow so that the light of Mother Earth is now rising up your roots, filling your whole body and your auric field, surrounding you with a sphere of protective light. And this is an energy activation, and quite a few guides and frequencies are present and being channeled into this activation. We have source energy bringing forth pure divine intelligence, Yeshua, who is bringing forth Christ consciousness and light body mastery. We have Thoth, the wisdom keeper, who is bringing the emerald light codes, Enoch, who is bringing Metatronic light and higher DNA activation. We are also joined by the Lemurian and Atlantean masters, who are holding the frequency of the Crystalline body codex. We are joined by the Arcturian light healers, who are bringing the frequencies of sacred geometry and plasma light transmissions. Lastly, but not least, we have the Sophia Christ frequencies that are bringing the balance between the divine feminine and masculine and their union. So if you are open and ready to receive this energy activation today, always for your highest and best good, in alignment with your soul's blueprint, your soul's purpose, your intentions, then please say yes. Beginning to sense or feel in any way that you can the presence of these energies joining you, filling your field with light, love, unity consciousness, surrounding you, protecting you, and amplifying this activation. And returning our awareness to our breath. We are going to do a few rounds of breath work, And it's not going to be anything that is counted or structured, but instead you are going to inhale as long and deep and as slowly as possible through the nose, and exhale slowly through the mouth, extending that exhale as long as you comfortably can. And as you do this breath work, feel the eternal presence of Source within you. You may see it or feel it or sense it as light or anything else. Breathing into it and expanding it with every cycle of breath. And the guides and frequencies channeled into this activation that are in your field are amplifying this. They are pouring higher and higher vibrational and dimensional frequencies, higher vibrational and dimensional light into your body, into your soul, into your I am presence. You are your divine blueprint. It is all inside of you. With every inhale, breathing in more divine light, and every exhale, integrating it and expanding it through your body, through all layers, levels, and dimensions of you. And repeating after me out loud or in your head, I call forth my highest oversoul, my I am presence, and all ascended guides of the highest good. I now open and activate my divine blueprint in full alignment with my crystalline ascension. And now inhaling and exhaling this frequency, the frequency of this mantra. I will repeat it to you as you focus on your inhales and exhales, breathing in the frequency of these words as you affirm them to yourself. I call forth my highest oversoul, my I am presence, and all ascended guides of the highest good. I now open and activate my divine blueprint in full alignment with my crystalline ascension. Visualize a golden sphere of light descending from source above and surrounding you in infinite intelligence. This is the divine blueprint of creation, the original template of perfection. It begins to rewrite and restore every cell, every strand of DNA, and every molecule of your being. Feel your entire energy field shift. Breathing in this golden light this infinite intelligence, breathing your divine blueprint into your body, into your being. And this golden sphere of light is preparing you to merge with your crystalline light body, raising your frequency, transmuting all density, visualize your crystalline light body already fully formed in the higher dimensions. This is your body in its truest form, radiant, pure, and eternal. Call forth your crystalline light body. See it as it draws closer to you. And repeating after me to command this with your word. I now merge fully with my crystalline light body. I command my physical form to transmute into the highest expression of divine light. And feel this. Feel this merge. Feel yourself pulling your crystalline light body with your breath into your body, into your very being. And as you do, a brilliant platinum white light descends from source and begins infusing into your cells, dissolving all density, all lower programming, all distortion. Feeling this light pour through your body as your bones, your blood, your skin, everything shifts into divine crystalline structure. We are invoking the light of sacred geometry through all of your being, feeling, seeing, sensing, and invoking Metatron's cube forming within you, restructuring your body into divine harmony. Even if you do not know anything about sacred geometry, allow yourself to physically experience it or feel it as it unfolds and is activated for you. And Yeshua now steps forward and places his hands upon your heart, activating the crystalline light structure of your heart and heart center. Your body is the temple of divine radiance. It is already perfect. Walk as the embodiment of Christed light. Feeling yourself receive this blessing in your heart space, in your heart, with love. Breathe deeply and allow this shift. Your DNA is awakening now. The 12 strands of your divine DNA begin to glow, to unfold, unravel, and reveal themselves, reactivating their original divine perfection. Feel this or sense it, and affirm it with your word by repeating after me. I now activate my highest crystalline DNA. I restore my genetic coding to its divine, source-aligned state. And as you affirm this, each strand of your DNA is infused with pure source light, dissolving any and all karmic imprints, ancestral programs, and artificial limitations. Thoth speaks, and you could feel his energy pulsing through you, your field, your energetic presence as he does. The emerald tablets hold the key. You are a master of form. Command your cells to obey divine will. Master your frequency by aligning it with its original God Source blueprint. Feel your cells begin to vibrate faster as they shed any and all density and crystallize into liquid light. And as you continue to rise in vibration, time no longer binds you. Your body begins to shift out of the artificial matrix of aging, decay, and limitation. And you can affirm this by repeating after me. I am eternal. My body regenerates in divine perfection. I no longer operate within linear time. I am immortal light. And visualize all that you are shedding through this process and through these affirmations. See yourself shedding old timelines where you believed that you were bound by time, that you were not free, that you were not divine. See yourself shedding all of these lower vibrational timelines that you are no longer aligned with because of your intention to raise your frequency. You are free. You always have been and you always will be. And you are eternally divine. All whom you love are also eternally divine. You are all free. Metatron enters now, activating the Metatronic light grid within your body. Whether you know what this means or not, just allow yourself to sense it and receive it as it is activated within you. You now move beyond time. You exist as a radiant and sovereign being. Your cells are capable of reprogramming themselves, and they do in this moment. Your cells remember their eternal nature and reprogram themselves to match this frequency. Feel this. Feel your cells realigning with Source. Feel your crystalline light body activating, merging, integrating with your physical form, And see yourself as you now stand in your full crystalline form. Your light body and physical body are one. You are luminous, eternal, and ascended. And repeating after me out loud or in your head, affirming this activation with your words. I now command my physical ascension in full alignment with my divine soul plan. My body is the living embodiment of Source. I am crystalline light. I am eternal. I am free. Feel the truth of these words vibrate through every atom of your being. The Lemurian and Atlantean elders step forward to say that you have done this before. You are simply remembering. Hold this frequency. Live as it. Know that you are it. You have done this before and you will do it again. Trust, trust, trust. Breathe and integrate. Feel your crystalline body pulsing with divine light. Breathing in this energy, activating it and integrating it. And Source sends down a golden orb of Source light, descends down upon your being to surround you, sealing this activation into your being. This is permanent and this is you. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Affirming to yourself, I am ascended now. I am ascended now. I am ascended into my crystalline light body now. Feel this. Know this. And take this with you forward through your life. I am going to leave you in this beautiful space with just some music for about 10 minutes or so. You are here surrounded by ascended masters, guides of light and love, frequencies of the highest and most divine. So use this space for whatever you might need. If you have any questions that you need answered, any messages that want to come through, any guidance, any further activations, do what you will within this energetic space. That's all from me for now, so much love to you and enjoy.